What happens when messaging rails become foreign policy? One rule in Belgium, and an entire country starts breathing through a straw. SWIFT looks like plumbing, but it behaves like power. In 2024, the network linked more than 11,500 institutions across 224 countries and territories, carried 13.4 billion FIN messages, and averaged 53.3 million a day. 90% of SWIFT payments reached recipient banks within 1 hour. Quiet, technical, invisible, until politics enters the room. Here's what most people miss. SWIFT does not hold money. It does not manage accounts. It moves messages. Standardized, trusted instructions between banks. But in global finance, the message is the permission slip. Cut the message and trade slows, liquidity tightens, counterparties panic, and whole sectors start paying a geopolitical price. In 2012, SWIFT called the disconnection of sanctioned Iranian banks an extraordinary and unprecedented step after an EU decision. In 2016, some of those restrictions were lifted under the Iran nuclear agreement. That was the rehearsal. In March 2022, the EU ordered 7 Russian banks cut off from SWIFT. More restrictions followed. By July 2025, the EU had turned the earlier messaging ban on certain Russian banks into a full transaction ban. Read that again. A system built to standardize financial language had become part of the sanctions arsenal. And the deeper story is colder. According to IMF researchers, the global cross-border payments market approached $1 quadrillion in 2024. SWIFT still sits at the center of the biggest traditional flows. The IMF also found that the dollar and euro together made up more than 70% of financial institution cross-border payments on SWIFT. When the dominant language of money overlaps with the dominant alliances of power, neutrality starts looking fragile. So countries adapt. Russia built SPFS, and the Bank of Russia says it can send messages in SWIFT formats and ISO 20022. China kept scaling CIPS. By December 2025, CIPS said it had 193 direct participants, 1,573 indirect participants, and business coverage touching more than 5,000 banking institutions in 190 countries and regions. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice of any kind. Because in the 21st century, power is not just who prints money. It is who controls a sentence that tells money where to go. If that sentence can be weaponized, what comes next? One global system or competing financial blocks? Comment with your take, like for more deep money breakdowns, and subscribe for the next one.